Hello, and welcome to Nexus of Alexis. My name is Alexis Craig. Today, I'm here to talk to you about body positivity and shame. This is something that has been coming up in my field again and again right now, especially in the fitness industry. The fitness industry has really been pushing back on the body positivity movement. And you might have noticed for a while there, body positivity was all the rage. You were really hearing a lot about it, and there was a lot of energy behind accepting your body. We'll talk more in a minute about defining all the terms and what I mean by all these things. But right now, there's a lot of pushback about body positivity and a lot of people saying that this is actually not a healthy thing. So I just want to talk a little bit about it, tease it out, and share my perspective. So that's what we're up for today. So the first thing I want to do is just really define what we're talking about here. What is body positivity? Body positivity and what you might be thinking of it as that is actually maybe three or more terms. So body positivity is essentially about loving your body at every size. Now, that may also be called fat acceptance. It may also be called body acceptance or health at every size. HAES is really, that's probably the term that I tend to use the most, this health at every size. So body positivity generally means that it is about actively loving bodies of all shapes and sizes. Okay. The next term is body neutrality. Body neutrality is really taking love out of the equation. At least this is my understanding. And if you're an expert in this, you want to comment and tell me more about what your understanding of these terms is, please do. I am always open to learn more and to understand better. I'm talking from my understanding here. So my understanding of body neutrality is it's really not about forcing love for your body. It's about taking the need for your body to be loved or whatever out. It's just about respecting your body and recognizing your body for what it does, recognizing your body for the ways that it serves you, and just showing a sense of neutrality and respect so that we're not judging this body is better than that. It's neutral. There's also the body acceptance term. So the term body acceptance, in my understanding, is really about more recognizing your body and accepting it as it is without attaching any moral judgment at all. So it's not necessarily about loving your body or a body. It's about accepting that this is my body as it is right now and accepting it, letting go of shame or moral judgment. So, in my view, there's room for all of this. And I can also see where, on an individual basis, there is value for each of these perspectives, depending on where you're coming from, what your goals are, what your history is with your relationship to your body. I mean, there's room for all of it as far as I'm concerned. Meanwhile, I think the thing that these three terms, body positivity, body neutrality, and body acceptance, really all have in common is letting go of shame for your body. And on some level, when I'm saying this out loud, honestly, it kind of sounds obvious. Like, of course, we don't want to feel shame about, you don't want to feel shame about your body, of course, right? But at the same time, actually feeling shame about your body is the norm in a lot of ways in our culture right now, especially in ways where we use shame as a motivation. So shame is often used as a way to elicit change. A lot of us, and I'm speaking from myself here, myself included, have used shame as a way to be like, to be like, well, I'm going to make myself feel so bad that I'm going to have to change. And this is something that's also used a lot in marketing and sales. So I can give an example of one time I went into a gym, and honestly, I was already a fitness trainer. I was going and just joining this gym, and I was really curious, almost like a secret shopper, wanting to see what they did when they gave the gym tour. So I already had a lot of fitness knowledge, but I didn't really let the gym tour person know. And I was given the full-on tour of the gym. I won't mention what gym it was. It is a gym that is generally very well known for being accepting of different bodies, though. And they gave me the full tour of the gym, and then it was a fitness trainer. She sat me down and she's like, okay, tell me about how, what you want with your fitness membership. And my response was, well, I really am looking to get stronger and I want to really get healthy. I really want to feel healthier and just feel like I'm being more active and develop a more regular fitness routine. I've explicitly said I am not really interested in losing weight. And her response was, she looked at me and was like, well, to be honest, you could lose a few pounds, and here's what you should do. And I was just like, what? Okay. So, I mean, this fitness trainer at this gym that's a like international chain, totally, I would consider that body shaming me in order to try to sell me a training package at the gym. And I would love to think this isn't the norm. And I honestly think this is a common practice. So it maybe isn't commonly done so with so little tact, hopefully. But really, I think that this was an example to me to really feel what it feels like to be on the customer side of being body shamed and then pressured into buying something. And that's exactly what happened there. And honestly, even though I was already a fitness trainer and already someone who was involved with body acceptance, this whole body, you know, love movement, it still made me feel bad. So this is a regular thing that happens all the time. It's used not only in fitness, but it is also used to sell you diet stuff, whether that's supplements or a diet book or a diet program. It's also used to sell not even just health and fitness things, but maybe like face cream or certain types of clothes or even like med spa treatments, lots of things like that. They're really using shame. So, why is it important? Like, why does it matter? It seems like there's part of my psyche that actually thinks that this would work. And especially when I noticed that the shame did make me feel something. So, I mean, maybe I would actually buy that fitness membership after the person told me that I really needed it. But here's the thing that I know this in my own experience with my own body. I also know it in working with clients, and the research is on my side with this as well. Is really that shame doesn't help. Shame does not help. Shame does not help. Now, it might lead you to make a change that might be more extreme and a short-term answer. So when you're acting from a place of shame, you're more likely, if you do make a change, to make a change that is not the long-run sustainable change that would last, but to make a short-run change of it, some type of extreme that will only be a short-lived answer and will probably backfire. So an example of that would be like an extreme diet or extreme workout routine, or, some kind of medical treatment or something else like that. Another thing with this is that shame stresses you out. So when you are in shame, it ups your cortisol level. And this actually triggers the behaviors that are unhealthy. So it triggers addictive behavior. It can trigger emotional eating. And when you are in shame, it generally leads to avoidant behavior. So, avoidant behavior, especially of whatever it is that triggers the shame. So, if you feel shame about the appearance of your body, then you're less likely to go and exercise or to do whatever behavior might remind you of the shame. This is why the body acceptance, body positivity, body, all of this is why this is important. It's not about excusing unhealthy behavior. And I know I hear this. I hear this all the time. I hear this, especially with all these podcasters and things like that saying, we're just excusing bad behavior. Okay, bad behavior. But besides that, the thing is, no, what we're doing is helping to let go of the shame. Because when you let go of the shame, and it's something that it takes a process. You have to heal from that shame. When you heal from the shame, then you can come from a place that is more loving of yourself. And when you're coming from that place of being more loving of yourself, then you're going to make choices that are nurturing to yourself. So it's more nurturing to your body. You're going to choose healthier foods. You're going to choose to do a physical fitness or movement routine or habit that is sustainable, something that you really like, something that you do because you like it and you're doing it because you love yourself. So, really, where we're coming from with this is letting go of shame. And that is why health at every size is really important. Because we really need to be in a place of self-compassion and respect for ourselves right now. Not just, I will love myself when, but I love myself and accept myself right now. And from that place, I get to choose the way that I act and the way that I treat my body right now. The other piece I just want to bring into this is that health is multifaceted. And where I'm coming from with this is what is known as total health. What total health means is that it's really about the health of the whole being, as opposed to health in one area at the expense of health in another area. So, an example I can give here is you might be super physically fit and eating really healthy. And that physical fitness and healthy eating is coming from a compulsive behavior problem and a lack of self-worth that is driving you. You have mental health issues, is basically what I'm saying. So your physical health is good at the expense of your mental health. So from the perspective of total health, that is not particularly ideal. Whereas to heal the mental health and to really look at the acceptance and all of these pieces allows you to make choices that maybe you won't aesthetically have the same body, or maybe you will, but maybe you will exercise a little less because it's not coming from compulsive behavior, but it might last longer in your life. Or it might just be overall better for your experience of your life. And the overall total health, in my view, is the most important, more important than any individual measure of health. That's where I'm coming from. So, for everyone who is pushing back on body positivity and body acceptance, I really challenge you. I challenge you to look at total health and to really look at this. If this is something that's really triggering for you, that you actually feel like is it brings up an intense emotion for you to think that body acceptance would be okay, or if you get a lot of judgment of someone else's body, no matter what that is, whether it's someone else's body that looks in a certain way that you don't think is okay, that is an invitation for you to look at something in yourself. Anytime you notice that you're judging someone else, it is an invitation for you to look at something in yourself. So I want to bring in one more piece with this. The other piece here is that there is a certain co-opting that has been going on in the body positivity, acceptance, whatever movement. And this is for corporate profits for the most part. So this co-opting looks like these companies that want to make money, seeing that there's a trend of body acceptance, body positivity, whatever you want to call it, and getting on this trend because it helps them to make more money. Now, on some level, maybe that is okay because, okay, at least they're helping this movement to become more popular. Sure, okay. And if it's a food company that's saying, oh, but and you should indulge without guilt, but what they're doing is selling you food that is poisonous and telling you, go ahead and indulge without guilt. Yeah, I mean, if you choose to eat that, that's fine. I have no judgment about what food that anyone else chooses to eat. You can eat it. And without guilt, even if it's unhealthy, even if it's totally poisonous. And I really encourage you to know what's in that food and to look at it and to know if it's poisonous. And then from a place of self-love, really choose if you want to eat food that is not going to be good for your health. So I would say in the bigger picture, when you are actually in this acceptance and letting go of shame piece, you really are at choice around being able to choose what you're going to do here. And if you're choosing to eat whatever the product might be that might be unhealthy and you choose to eat it, that's fine. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your body. Do what you want. Another example is even like body care companies. And again, they're like, oh, yeah, this is a lotion for everybody. Great. And look at the ingredients of the lotion. Make sure you know what's in it. Did you know that some of those ingredients in that lotion have been linked to all kinds of cancer? Make sure you know what's in it. Another example is, fitness companies that have jumped on this bandwagon. And on some level, I'm happy to see it because it's really helping for this movement to be a way of the fitness industry healing and changing. So in some way, I am happy to see these big players in the fitness realm moving more into a body acceptance place. And it's really important that you look at what they're actually selling. Because the ad might say that they're selling body acceptance. And then once you actually start the program, they put you on a diet and tell you to measure your progress with before and after pictures or with the scale. I would say those are not conducive to body acceptance, at least in my view. I mean, and I don't want to be judgmental about it. If it works for you, it works for you, and that's okay too. So all I'm saying here is really, I'm, as always, really encouraging you to use your discernment and to really keep your eyes open and to learn and to pay attention to what's going on. The real key behind all of this is self-love and growing your capacity for love, especially for yourself. It has to start with yourself. And then from yourself, growing your capacity for love for all bodies of all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all everything. Really allowing yourself to grow in your capacity for love and respect and acceptance, so that as you choose the way that you treat yourself and your body, that you're treating your body from a place of love and respect and acceptance. So that's it, what I have for today. Thank you for going the distance with me. Thank you for paying attention. And I would love to hear what you have to say about this. So please put it in the comments. Let me know. Where are you on all of this? What do you think about body positivity, body acceptance, body neutrality, health at every size, body shame? Shame is motivation. I want to hear it all. Put it in the comments. And if you'd like to go deeper with me or with my company, our company, it's called the Next Fitness Thing. And this is what we're all about. So if you check us out, you can go to the nextfitnessthing.com. And we have all kinds of workouts and different programs. And it's a really, really loving, accepting, respectful environment where you can feel safe without being pressured in any of these ways, and build some healthy habits and have a great community to go along with it. All right. Take good care. And I'll be back next week with more Nexus of Alexis.